All right, all right, all right, you guys. I'm sorry about that, but I think we got it fixed. We should be good. Happy Friday. So here's two things I want you to do as you join me live. As you're coming in, punch in your phone number because today is Friday Live Cold Call Roleplay. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing this every single Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard. And also to, boom, smash the thumbs up and let's rock and roll. Happy Friday. So who do we got on? We got Jay Offer. I'm very not good at names, so I apologize if I mispronounced your name. Happy Friday, you guys. For those of you who don't know, Friday Live Cold Call Roleplay. I get on the phone with you, we're going to roleplay, me as a seller, you as the buyer, doing what you need to do. And then after the call, I'll give you some feedback, some advice, some tips to help you improve your phone call to take you from where you are, boom, to the whole nother level. Now, listen, this cold call roleplay is not for the one that's like, if you can't handle the feedback, the honest truth, the criticism from everyone, then don't punch in your phone number because you're going to cry. Because we're here to help you, not to say, hey, you did a great job. Bye. Nothing like that, man. So go ahead and punch in your phone number, you guys, so we can rock and roll. Rock and roll, rock and roll. We got Raul. We got T5Y114. Also coming in, let me know where you're coming in at. And are you being quarantined right now? Like, are you trapped inside the house? Where we're at, we're still able to go, we're still able to go outside. So we're not completely locked down yet. Fort Worth, Texas. Hashtag Funktown. Funky Town. Okay, come on, you guys. You guys are coming in weak, man. Like, coming in weak. God. Coming in weak, man. So I need you guys to comment in your phone number so we can rock and roll, so we don't waste any time. So as you guys are doing that, for those of you who don't know, I'm running another 2K web class happening on April 18th. April 18th, exclusively for 20 people, right? It does cost some money. If you want to sign up, shoot an email over to wholesale2millions@gmail.com. Let's rock and roll. Coming from St. Louis. Boom, St. Louis. I don't know why I love that like St. Louis. It sounds pretty gangster. I'm coming from St. Louis. Okay, so we got somebody here. So let's rock and roll, man. We can't waste time. Can't waste any time. Oh, wait, I mean, do you guys like the Friday Live Cold Call Roleplay? Does it add value to you? Does it help? Yeah, hi there. Got a postcard. I got a postcard from you guys about you guys want to buy my property?
Yes, how are you? My name is Louis. Yeah, we mailed out a lot of name and the address that I send the postcard to, sir.
So you don't have any clue? So you?
Well, sir, so we do send a lot of postcards every week to a lot of properties we get on our desk. So the only way I can really pinpoint who you are is by you giving me a name and your address.
Yeah, sure. It's 123 Apple Street. Name is Khang.
Okay. Khang, do you have a few minutes to talk about this, about your property at this time?
Yeah, sure. I have a couple minutes.
Okay, Khang. Is this the best phone number to reach you, Khang?
Yeah.
In case we get disconnected?
Yes.
Is this a cell number or a home number, sir?
It's my cell.
Okay, sir. Great. Okay. All right. Let me start by saying thank you for giving me a call back. We are a company that buys a lot of properties in the area. Okay. So, sir, can you tell me a little bit about the property as far as how many bedrooms, bathrooms, and square footage?
It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's about 1,200 square feet.
1,200 square feet.
No, 1,200 square feet.
1,200 square feet. Okay, fine. Okay, sir, how many years have you owned this property?
About 15 years now.
About 15 years. Great. And in the 15 years that you own this property, have you done any upgrades to the property since you own it?
I mean, somewhat, yeah.
Somewhat like with kitchen, bathroom.
Well, I mean, like the property, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the property. I mean, everything is fine. I'm currently living here, and to me, there's really nothing need to be fixed.
Okay, fine. How about okay, so you say that the roof is fine, the kitchen is fine, the windows are fine. Like when you say everything is in perfect condition, I mean since you bought it 15 years ago, you haven't done anything to it, so you haven't done no upgrades at all.
Well, wait, I'm sorry, but can you say that one more time?
Okay, so you're saying since you bought it 15 years ago, right? He has done no upgrades to the property at all.
Yeah, yes, that's correct.
Okay, fine. Okay, so do you have a reason why you want to sell, or you just inquiring about a price?
I mean, I've kind of thought about selling it, and then, but not. I mean, I'm not in a rush or anything like that. I'm not. Just that I got a postcard from you, so I decided to give you guys a call and see what you guys can offer me on.
Okay, cool. All right. So, looking at your property, like you said, there's nothing wrong with it. The square footage. Do you have any? Are there any garages? Do you have any car garages?
Yes, it does have a 2-car garage.
A 2-car garage, great. 2-car garage. Also, you have a back porch or pool?
No, it doesn't have a pool. It does have a back porch.
Okay, great. Excuse me. Sorry.
Wait, well, hold on. You're not.
Sure.
You don't have the coronavirus, do you?
No, not at all. I just had a little cold. I went to the doctor myself and just got cleared. Everything's good. Just a little cold.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I just want to be sure, because sometimes this thing can transfer virtually over like the telephone. Yeah, I mean, you know what, man? There's the first for everything.
So let me ask you a couple of more questions if I may. All right. Because I do answer. You don't have to answer this. You're not obligated to answer these questions because some of them might be a little personal. Some people might take it the wrong way. But these are things that I must ask before I bring this deal to my managers. Okay. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay, fine. All right. So, do you owe? Are there any mortgages that we might have to pay off from the property?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Are you able to disclose that at this time?
No. I mean, why would it matter?
No. I just like to get all the possible information. All the information I can get in order so I can have the best information to give to my acquisition managers, so I can give you a fair and intelligent deal. Is that okay?
I mean, I understand that, but what does the mortgage has to do with it? I don't see any reason why the mortgage has to do anything with you guys making me an offer on buying my property.
Well, sometimes that does affect the pricing and the buyers and the investors, depending on how much you owe on the property. But if you don't want to disclose that this time, it's okay. Another question: is that okay with you?
Okay.
So how about, do you own any taxes or liens on the property?
No.
No liens on the property. That's great. That's great. All right. All right. By any chance, do you have a ballpark figure of what you might want for your property at this time?
No, I have no clue.
Yeah, no clue. Do you know how much of the houses the right neighborhood is going for?
No, because I haven't done any research at all.
Okay. All right. So if you was just to say, all right, this is how much I want for my property, how much would that figure be?
Wait, say again? Can you say that again?
If you were to say, hey, I want this amount for my property, if you just figure out your head, just say, suggestion figure, what do you think that figure would be?
Like I just said, I have no clue. I have no clue what the property's worth. I'm calling you guys because on the postcard you guys said that you guys would make me a cash offer, so I just want to know what the offer might be.
Okay, great. All right. So if I was to give this information back, go back to my acquisition manager with this information and call you back like an hour or so, because usually sometimes it takes 24 to 40 hours to give you an offer. But most of the time, we like to know what the owner or the seller would.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense, but I don't know. So just make me an offer, and I'll say yay or nay.
Okay. Well, see, right now, if I can't make an offer because I need to, I like to have to do some research on your property, see how much your property is worth. We see how much repairs need to be done to the properties, because you said there's no repairs being done. There's some upgrade to be done because the way your property sounds, and not to be disrespectful in any way, sir, but it doesn't sound like your property is up to 2020 standards yet, and we might have to bring it up to 2020 standards in order for our investors, to be interested. But we do take the properties as is. That means that you don't have to touch anything in the property or put any more money into the property. Whatever net price we agree on, that's the net price I give you. So with that being said, does that sound good to you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right. So how about if I give you a call in another couple of hours, maybe try to give you a price that might be reasonable for you, but it's real difficult for us to give a honest and fair price without knowing some kind of number that the owner might want. Do you know any number you might want at all for the property?
Okay, you know what? Just call me back, make me an offer, and if it sounds good, I'll let you know. But I have no clue.
All right, so then I appreciate your call, and I'm definitely going to give you a call. If the price works for both of us, would you be ready to move forward with the paperwork?
Yeah, I shouldn't have any problem.
Okay, so fine. So I would definitely try and give you a call in a couple of hours with a price and also with an appointment. If the price works for both of us, then we can sign in the dotted line and get this started. Does that sound good to you?
Yes, okay.
All right, so thank you for your call, Carl. I appreciate your call, and be safe out there and wash your hands, okay?
Okay, bye. Okay, so, all right, let's go, man. From a scale of 0 to 10, how do you guys think he did? Sorry, but I didn't catch your name. The one thing that I see that you guys do this all the time, and on almost every single role play that I do, everyone have done this mistake, is pick up the phone and said, hello? Dude, my goodness, man. My goodness, man. Scale 0 to 10, how do you think he did? Go ahead and comment in. All right, Instagram family, swipe up, join me on YouTube. We're on for a Friday live cold call role play. Let's rock and roll now. All right. So, I mean, I've seen you guys make that mistake all the time. Is you pick up the phone and you just say hello. Dude, just say, hey, this is Kong with blah, 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 whatever company you with, man. How can I help you? And let me tell you one more. Okay. So what are we looking at? Hold on a second. We got a 5, a 5, a 1, 5 out of 10. Who was I on the phone with? Can you comment in? I want to know. I want to hear. I want to see you rate yourself from a scale 0 to 10. How do you think you did? There was really no rapport building, right? He didn't say, "Hey, how's your day going? How's life? With the whole corona, dude, just point out, man. Let's place it." I was on the phone with a seller last night, and that's what I said. With the whole coronavirus going on right now, how are things going? How's the family doing? How's work been? Like, dude, build that rapport a little bit, right? Like loosen up the seller a little bit. And the thing that I don't like on the call, that I to me, it keeps us maybe because I'm Asian, I don't know. Or maybe just because it's me. But when you say sir, it just felt so distant, man. You guys don't say sir or ma'am unless they say they want to be called by sir or ma'am. But I'm telling you, man, it creates a distance. And when you say Khang, yeah, let me call you back, Khang, it feels so much closer. I don't know if you guys agree or I don't know if you guys agree or disagree, but just comment in and let me know. When it says sir or ma'am, it just felt so distant. And the thing that I toward the end, it was just too blah 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 blah, right? It just like it wasn't short and straight to the point. It was just constantly on and on and on. And also too is as for the mortgage, you guys, a lot of you don't know how to structure this. Listen, it's not about what question you ask, it's how do you ask the question. Because a lot of you are afraid that you might rub the seller the wrong way. So before you ask the question, you kind of prep, like you almost kind of like prep it up or something. I don't know. Like you're afraid that the seller will get offended and get all pissed off or hang up the phone on you. So you kind of go around in a circle and you create the awkwardness. Like you make it awkward. It's not supposed to be awkward. You made it awkward. So I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but if you go back and listen to the call and he said, Khang, listen, some of the question I asked you, you don't have to answer. It might offend somebody, blah, blah, blah. Dude, no. Like don't even go there. We actually have one of our VA did this, and the wife audited the call, and she jumped on the phone with her and said, don't say that. Don't say, listen, some of the question I asked you, it can be offended. Like, dude, like, what are you going to ask me? Right. It's starting to raise that. Like, it's starting to have the sellers to start now putting up their wall. What are they going to ask me? Just don't. Right. Just don't. Just ask the question. They don't want to answer. That's fine. No problem. Right. Just say that. And so the question when you ask for the mortgage, it should be very simple, man. Is there a mortgage? And I know you did ask this, which is good. You did say, is there a mortgage that we need to pay off? And you said, sir. Should have said, hey, Khang, is there a mortgage? Okay, so let me reframe this question of how I heard it on the phone, and you guys tell me which one sounds more casual and more friendly. Sir, can I ask you, is there a mortgage that we need to pay off? That's what I heard on the phone. Now, this is what I would have said. So, Khang, is there a mortgage that we need to pay off? Hey, Khang, is there a mortgage that we need to pay off? Sir, is there a mortgage that we need to pay off? Like, do you guys see the tone of voice and how I replaced the sir and then the name? Do you see? Like, doesn't it feel more casual? And then the next and then I say yes, and then he's like, well, you don't have to answer me this. This might can rub the, like, dude, no, just say how much is it? Straight up, dude. Make it casual. Make it so they know, hey, it's normal for people to ask this question. It's normal for, right? But you made it all awkward so that, so I hope that helps. As far as negotiating goes, man, when you ask the seller about the property, you ask them, okay, how long have you owned the property? Has there been any updates? No. Okay, no problem, Khang. So how's the roof? How's the kitchen? It's fine. Okay, well, fine. Do you mean like the kitchen? Is it granite countertop? Does it have stainless steel appliance? Like, does it, like, has it been upgraded, or is it just pretty much standard kitchen? It's standard. Okay, no problem. right? And then how about the bathroom? Does it have tile? You right? When you ask, has there been anything done? And I just say, no, it needs updating. An older window. The flooring, does the flooring needs work? Does it need extra interior paint? Like, you really need to walk the seller through the property so you can make a fair and an educated guess on what the repair would be. Without that, you wouldn't know. All you do is you just kind of assume, okay, it hasn't been updated, building, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know what I mean? It'll give you a better ideas, because I talked to seller. Some seller did update the kitchen, but the rest wasn't updated. The bathrooms, the flooring, like, some update the flooring and the bathroom, but the kitchen is not, and the roof is not, and the window is not. So overall on that call, I'd probably give it a 5 overall. And towards the end, dude, your ending. I think your ending is just kind of like the ending should have wrapped it up. So Colin, like, do you know what's the tax value? I understand. Listen, a lot of you don't acknowledge what the seller is saying. Acknowledge, so they know you're listening. Okay, Colin, no problem. I understand that you don't have a price in mind. Now let me ask you, what is the tax assessed value on the property? You guys, I've done this multiple times, and it works, not all the time, but enough time to get the seller to give me a price or a ballpark figure. So what's the tax assessed value on it, Kong? Last time I looked, it was 100,000. Okay, so are you looking to get close to that or more than that? Like, where you're at? Oh, no. Like, that's a tax value. Normally the property worth more than the tax value. Okay, no problem. How much more do you think? Right? And then if the seller constantly said, no, I don't have a price, just make me an offer. Okay, no problem, Kong. I got all the information I needed. So let me call you back in about 2 hours. So right now it's 9:45. I'll call you back at 11:45 to make you an offer on the property. Would that work for you? Right? I would just wrap it up, right? You asked me 3 times, which is good, right? And then you continue just going around. I would have just wrap it up. Sorry, hold on a second. I got a text message from my VA, so hold on. Got a deal that we're going to close Monday, so that's good. Seller and buyer has already signed. Oh my God, man. I'm telling you, man, during this time, you guys need to stay on top of all your deals and get it closed ASAP. Extremely important. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So I need some phone number, man. Who wants to jump on a phone call with me? Let's rock and roll. Boom, got to do the dab. This one right here is a 15K deal. Man, this deal right here, oh my gosh, with the whole Corona thing, man, I thought that I lost the deal. It's crazy, but we were able to pull it together. So, oh my goodness, thank God. Okay, I need some phone number, man. Right now, you guys, honestly, right now, during this time, this is what's going to separate the true entrepreneur and the wannabe. The wannabe is going to get canceled out, man. Right now, because the true entrepreneur, man, they adjust and they adapt. They get things done. Like they just hustle. Like, you just got to hustle harder. When things get tough, dude, what do we do, dude? We get tougher. And if you okay, I think I got the phone number. Hold on a second. Hold on. All right, come on. Let's get a good one here. You guys, don't be afraid to like X out the chat, smash the live if it does add value to you, and then come back in. Yeah, I got a letter from you guys about you guys want to buy my property. What's this all about?
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, we are a group of investors. We do
like to buy about 3 to 5 houses a month. Doesn't really matter what market it is, as long as it all makes sense.
Okay.
Are you looking to sell, sir?
I mean, if the price is right, so what's your offer?
Okay, cool. Before I present an offer, if you have some time, I would like to kind of collect a little bit of background about the property, if you will.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Can I get your name and address of the property you're looking to sell?
But wait, you sent me a letter with the property address and my name on there, wanted to buy my property, and now you're asking me what's the property address?
Correct. We, like I said, we are all cash buyers, and we send out a bulk of postcards. I hope you understand. I want to have a specific address for you. So I would just ask if you could provide me with a specific address.
Okay, well, it's 123 Apple Street.
123 Apple Street. And I never got your name, sir. I apologize.
It's Khang.
Khang, nice to meet you, Khang. Before I get started, how are you holding up during this crisis?
What crisis?
With the corona.
I don't drink Corona. I don't drink Corona.
I'm sorry?
I don't drink Corona.
No, there's a COVID-19. It's a serious, I guess, flu-like virus that's going around.
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, the news?
No, I'm doing fine. Like, are you saying because I'm Asian, that's why? I mean, is this like some kind of a racist joke or something like that?
No, not at all.
I'm like.
Go ahead.
You know, I mean, okay, let's get straight to the point. I mean, on the letter it said that you guys have an offer. So what's your offer?
Yeah. All right. Like I said, I first would like to collect a little bit of data, a little bit of background about the property. How many beds, baths, square footage is a home?
You can find all those on Zillow.
Okay. Give me 1 second. You said the property was 123 Apple Street?
Yes, that's correct.
Looks like it's 2-bed, 2-bath, about 1,200 square feet. Is that correct?
How many beds?
3 beds, about 2 baths.
No, it's actually a 4-bedroom.
Sorry, I must have put the wrong address in.
You know what? I mean, listen. So why don't you go ahead and do some research? I don't think you know anything about my property here. You're.
No, Khang, I need you to work with me here. If you would like me to present an intelligent offer for you, like I said, I would need to collect some info from you, so I can give you an intelligent offer. I want to give you an offer before I get off the phone.
Okay, so
whether you like it or not.
Okay, so what is your offer?
So I need to know what kind of upgrades you did to the property since you bought it first. Is it 2020 standard? Does it need any upgrades?
You listen. I mean, to me, the property looks fine. You know, if you want to buy, if you want to upgrade, that's fine. But to me, the property is completely fine. Everything is functionable. It's livable.
Okay. Now, like I said, have you done any rehabs or any updates to the property? Any updates to the kitchen or bathroom in the last 5 years, or what? Has the roof had any leaks or anything?
As far as I know, there's no leaks in the roof. I don't know what you mean by updates, but like I said, the bathroom, kitchens are functional.
So pretty much we try to get these properties up to standard.
Well, I mean,
so if if you own the property for a while and haven't made any updates to it, that may be something that we look forward to doing. Maybe a roof, maybe some drywall, some flooring.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a personal choice. I mean, if you want to buy, if you want to update it, that's fine.
So it's pretty original, sounds like.
I guess you can say that, yes.
Okay. Can you tell me the square footage?
It's 1,200.
Okay, just confirming. I didn't get a. Okay. Hey, can you tell me if there's any mortgage we would have to pay off or any liens after purchasing?
There's a mortgage.
Okay. Yeah, so would you mind giving me a ballpark range of how much that'd be?
It has not. It has nothing to do with the offer or the price or me selling the property.
Okay. Well, can you tell me, since you own the property, how long have you owned the property? I don't want to assume you owned it for a while.
15 years now.
About 15 years. Wow. So you had it for a while. Can you tell me what properties in the area are selling for with the same characteristics?
I have no clue. I mean, you guys are the professionals, so why don't you do the research and then just make me an offer on it?
Have you ever thought about listing it, Khang?
No, I've not thought about listing it. I don't want to deal with realtor. I'm not gonna give.
After we sent out. I'm sorry.
Okay, what? I'm sorry, what?
I said you gave us a call back after we sent out our postcard, so there has to be a little bit of motivation. Can I ask you what would be your reasoning with selling? What would be your plan?
All right, listen. I'm not gonna give the property away. If you guys think about coming in and lowball me, I'm not dealing with that. Okay, I got a letter from you. All right, saying you guys want to buy my property, so I'm calling to see what's the offer. If the price makes sense, I'll sell it. If not, then I'll just continue to live in it.
In order for us to make an intelligent offer, there is some things we will have to kind of discuss before moving forward. If you understand. Now we typically close in about 14, 30 days. If we were to close that fast, is that going to be an issue for you, Khang?
No issue.
Okay. And if we were to come up with a number that makes sense for you, how fast would you be able to execute?
Like, what do you mean by execute?
How fast could you sign an agreement today if we were to come up with a nice number for you?
I mean, there's nothing holding me back. I mean, if we can agree on the price, I can sell it anytime.
So looks like this property is going to need some updating. I can tell you right now, with the square footage of about 1,200, if we were to do a full gut on it, it doesn't sound like it needs a full gut, but I mean, we typically like to go worst case scenario as far as repair. So if we needed to fully gut this thing, we would probably be putting close to 50 grand in it.
Oh, you're crazy. You're listen. You're crazy. There's no way there's no way this property needs 50,000. You know what, Mom?
Is it 2020 standard? Is it just, do you have stainless steel appliances in there?
You listen. I mean, listen. It's really a buyer's choice. If you want to go in there, if you want to update it, go ahead and do it. Okay. I mean, to me, the property looks completely fine. You said that you're going to make me an offer. We've been on the phone for 10 minutes and I still have not heard your offer. So what is your offer?
I need to know a little bit about this property before I give you an offer. I don't want to give you a credit.
I gave you all the information on the property, and you said that you give me an offer before you get off the phone. So what is the offer? Let's just cut to the chase.
Do you have a ballpark number in mind that you would like to get for this property, Paul?
No, I don't.
I can tell you right now, one of three things is gonna happen here. Either we're gonna close on it and just keep it as a rental, or we're gonna, like I said, put a little bit of work into it, get this thing up to 2020 standard, and just try to get as much as we can after reselling it. A third option is just to check with my partners and see if it fits one of their portfolios better, and I just set it to them. And they'll step into my shoes at closing with you. But no matter how we decide to close, I want you to know that you will get the exact dollar amount promised, and nothing on your end of the deal will change. Now, with the property value, do you have any idea how much the property could be worth fixed up? Just give me a ballpark number. I won't hold you to it. It sounds like you had it for a while. You have to have some sort of idea how much the property could be worth if you were to sell it.
Listen, I'm not a realtor. I haven't been searching, so I don't know what the property value is. You guys are the professional. Do your research, and then just make me an offer on it.
Okay.
So listen, so do you have an offer or you don't?
I can make you a cash offer, let me run some comments. Looks like this probably could be worth around 250 to 300. What would you feel about that?
So are you making me an offer of 250 or like what's your offer?
I'm saying after repair value, property all fixed up in the area. Looks like they're selling for like 250 to 300.
Okay, so what is your offer then?
So if with properties worth in 300,000 max, granted the repairs that we're gonna put into it, closing in like I said, 14 to 30 days, I can offer you around 130 right now, all cash.
So okay, so you're telling me that the property's worth 300,000 and you're gonna give me an offer of 130. The tax value is even worth more than that. I'm sorry, but maybe I'm not the person for you. Thank you for your time. Bye. That's exactly what will happen, man. Dude, he's everywhere, dude. Everywhere. He don't know what he's doing. Everywhere. Can't take control of the phone call. If you guys go back, listen, if you guys go back to the call, you understand what I'm saying. All right? Remember, always answer a question and then follow up with a question. All right? He was kind of everywhere, man. Oh, we can close in 14, 30 days. Dude, anything, man. You give the number first, you lose. Listen, I just lock up a property under contract. Let me show you, man. Last night, seller was motivated to sell. Guess what? The property that she bought in 2018 for $90,000. Back in 2018. She hasn't done any rehab to it. Guess how much I got under contract last night? She bought it for 90 in 2018. Guess how much I got under contract last night? I'll show you. Oops, wrong one. Got under contract for 66,000. So she basically lost what, 20-something K. And you tell me that's not motivation? That's motivation. And I asked her. I said, so how soon are you looking to close if we can agree on a price? And I'm not in a rush. I can close whenever. Guess how long I locked the contract up for? I lock it up for 60 some days. She doesn't need to sell soon, dude. Why would you assume and put yourself in a tight spot and try to close that thing within 14 days? For a lot of you right now, trying to close the deal in 14 days is almost impossible. You have no buyers. You got to hunt the deal. You know what I'm saying? And with the whole everything going on right now, man, dude, don't assume, right? Don't assume and don't put the pressure on you when it's not needed. That's what I mean by when you don't know how to negotiate. When you don't know how to negotiate, dude, I did this when I first started. When I first started, I didn't know how to negotiate. So guess what? I thought that I need to tell the seller, hey, I can get this thing closed in 7 to 10 days. What's the best you can do? That was the best. That was my best negotiating tactic. Was if I can close this thing in 7 days, what's the best you can do, dude? And I lost a lot of my deals because of that. Because I was putting the pressure on me. I said, oh man, there's no way I can get this done in 7 days. So I was like, because I didn't know what else to say to get the seller to come off on price, and I'm afraid to commit to the 7 days. Do you guys understand where I'm coming from? Like, dude, you should ask the seller. So, Colin, we can agree on a price. How quickly are you looking to sell and close escrow? Well, Colin, you call me from a postcard there. That must mean that there's some kind of a motivation. I do not use the word motivation with the seller. When you say that to somebody, well, you got to be somewhat motivated. I don't use that word. Do you guys know why you don't use that? Because now the seller feels like you're targeting them. Dude, Colin, so besides getting the right price for the property, what might be another reason, that you would consider selling this? No other reason beside the price. Gotcha. Okay, so Colin, I want to make sure I understand you. So the only reason you would consider selling is getting the right price, correct? Yes, that's correct. Do you see how I reframe the question? Acknowledge that I heard what you said. I just want to make sure that's what it is. And a lot of time when you say that, the seller say, yeah, beside that, I would like to sell and move to downside, move into another state or whatever. Yes, dude, when you don't know how to talk to the seller and negotiate, I promise you, man, you have deals that will run across your table and you couldn't even close it. Because you guys are shooting for luck, not skills. You don't have to, you got to have skills to close the deals, man. Have to have the skills to close the deals, man. And then when I build rapport, right? When I joke around and say that, wait, is it because I'm Asian? That's why you're making this Corona joke on me? Listen, Kong, my boyfriend is Asian. Wait, what? Your boyfriend? Yeah, you heard me. My boyfriend is Asian. Do you have a problem with same-sex marriage? Flip the coin. No. I didn't think so. Come on, man. Shit. Never. Dude, listen, man. You guys you gotta get better, man. You gotta have the skills to close the deals. Everybody can get lucky. But dude, right now, in this time, you gotta have skills, man. You gotta have skills to stay in the game, man. All right? And you don't say, hey, I can make you an offer right now. Dude, when you say that, guess what's gonna happen? That's exactly what I'm gonna say. So make me an offer. So what's your offer? Make me an offer. What's your offer? Make me an offer. You said you will make me an offer. Dude, don't say that, man. Right? Just say, Colin, I understand that you want to get an offer, but my job is not to make you an offer. My job here, man, is to click all the information that I needed, right, on the property, so that way my team can construct you a fair and intelligent offer. Does that make sense? You see how I answer the question and I just don't stop there? I follow up with the question, does that make sense? Do you understand the word that is coming out of my mouth? That's also a question. You don't? You must be speaking Chinese. You must speak Chinese or Vietnamese. Like, you guys, come on, man. So anyway, overall on that call, man, I think you're just everywhere, dude. You need to structure your call. Like, you need to structure it better, man. You're just everywhere. Okay? And also, too, is you need to acknowledge what the seller is saying. Like, a lot of you get so nervous that you don't listen. Like, you don't listen to what the seller's saying, because you worry about trying to make a deal happen, doing the research on the property. Like I don't do the research on the property and tell the seller what the property's worth. I do not tell the seller how much the rehab is if I don't kind of get an idea of what the seller is thinking about the rehab. And I only use that when it comes to like getting the price to really, really come down. You know what I'm saying? Like I would ask the seller, so Khang, with everything you just said, you know, it does need some updating. So what do you think, in your opinion, what it will cost to actually do the repairs and work on the house, you know, that's needed to bring it up to 2020? Well, I'm not a contractor. I can't tell you that. I'm not going to give you any numbers. I understand you're not a contractor, Khang, but if you were to give me a kind of a rough ideas of what the price would be, would you say 5 to 10, 10 to 20? And then, you know, when you negotiate, you're saying, listen, Khang, I understand you mentioned about 15,000 repair, but based on what we have, you know, based on our experience, it probably actually needs, you know, quite a bit more than that. I mean, we're thinking probably in this, you know, 40 to 50 price. And I understand, you know, that can be, you know, high, you know, estimate for you, but based on our experience, that's probably what's going to be to bring this house up to a standard. So like, does that make sense? Right. So the thing is with a lot of you is you guys have problem. It's not answering the question, follow up with the question, acknowledge what the seller is asking, reframe the questions, build the rapport. And when it comes to negotiating, you guys have nothing but what's the best you can do? Is that the least you take? So Khang, listen, we buy the property in as is condition. Be responsible for all the repairs, all the updates, all the work that the house is going to need. So when you do move, you take whatever you want with you, whatever you don't want, even the Corona, leave that Corona behind. We'll take care of, and we'll take care of it. Now, with that being said, you know, what's the best you can do? I don't know. Make me an offer. Gotcha. Well, let me see. Well, Khang, like I said, you know, I'm not the one to make you an offer. This is something that my team manager would like to know from you, kind of a ballpark of what you're thinking to get for the property. So do you have any idea? Anyways, let's go. Okay, I think we got somebody that wants to play the game. So overall, man, I mean, what do you guys think that call, like, before I give my opinion, I like to know from you guys. So overall, what do you think? What do you think that call is from a scale of 0 to 10? I think we got one more, and then I think we're gonna be done for today. So, anyways, listen. If you guys need help talking, negotiating with the seller, check out my King Khang Seller Script. The link is in the description. A lot of times, like, you don't know what good is until you see what good is. Like, you think something is good because you've never seen great, and you're like, oh, that's great, but you never seen what's the bomb. We got a 3, a -10. Dang, Joe Dirt gave that a -10, bro. Must have been the Corona joke he didn't like. Golf Corn gave that a 10. Dude, we got 90-something people own and nobody wants to play along, huh? Got a tough crowd today, huh? 35 out of 100. So 35%. 3 out of 10. He gets McDonald's kids meal. This is great. You do this every week around this time. Yeah, man. Every single Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard, I get on a live call called Roleplay. For those of you who's new to the channel, welcome to the Wholesale 2 Million family, where we all the doer and not the talker. The information that I share with you, the knowledge I share with you is worthless. It's worthless if you don't execute. So you sit there, you consume, you watch my channel. Great. Thank you so much for the support. But if you don't execute, nothing is going to change. Your life will be the same. So don't think you watch my video or other people's video and said, hey, I'm doing something. You ain't doing shit, man, if you don't execute on it. So which means after this, I want to see every single one of you, 100 of you, pick up your phone and cold call everybody on Craigslist, everybody on For Sale by Owner, call all the local realtor and start making offer. This is the time, man. The motivation is there for seller. Make the dang offer. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So overall on that call, man, I probably give that thing I would say like a a 4 out of 10. So I think somebody wants to play along here. So let me call them up. This will be the last one right here. So let's go. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Yeah, hey, I got a letter from you about you guys want to buy my property.
Oh, that's great. What's your name, please?
Name is Carlos. What do you guys do?
We're local investors, typically buy properties in several residential neighborhoods for the purpose of either rehabbing them and renting them out, or typically just fixing and flipping. Are you interested in selling your property?
Possibly.
And I do apologize for the noise. As you know, with this coronavirus situation, a lot of us are just working from home, so I hope that's not a problem for you.
I understand. Yep, no problem.
Great, great. And you said your name was Kong, correct?
Correct, like King Kong, Donkey Kong, but not Ching Chong or Ping Pong.
I got you. And what is a good callback number to get you at in case you get disconnected?
That's the one.
This number. Good, good. Cool. So how are you doing with this situation? Are you hunkered down at home? What's going on?
Well, I mean, I'm sure just like everybody else, just kind of lost my job, so I'm just, staying at home and just hanging in there and washing my hands and sanitize.
Oh wow, I'm really sorry to hear that. How are you taking care of your family these days? I'm assuming you have a good amount of cash saved up.
You know what? Right now, cash is not important. What's important is toilet paper, and I don't think I have enough toilet paper.
Oh man, I wish I could help with that. I understand that. Well, so let's talk about your situation. How can I help you today?
Well, I mean, I don't have any situation. It's just that I got a letter from you about you want to buy my property. I'm just curious what the offer is, so I thought that I'd give you a call.
Interesting. Well, could you confirm the address for me, please, while I look here for my files?
So you sent a lot of these letters out to everyone in my neighborhood, or what?
That is correct. We do send a good amount of postcards out in neighborhoods that we're really interested in acquiring properties at. And that's the reason why I'm asking for your specific address, because I don't have the specific address right now.
That's the mistake. He stopped. It'll be 123 Apple Street. So you should have continued with the question, bro. So Carl, may I get the address, please? You don't stop. Okay, so yes, 123 Apple Street.
123 Apple Street. Good. All right. Yep. You're definitely in a good neighborhood. And if you got a postcard from us, I mean, you made a good choice at some point buying a house in a really decent neighborhood. That's obviously how we're looking. So I see here that this house is 3-2. Is that correct? Did you make any additions, or is it still a 3-2?
It's still a 3-2.
Good. And tell me a little bit more about the property. What condition is it in these days?
I mean, it's fine. I mean, everything is.
A little bit more about.
Everything is working.
Everything is working. So when you say everything's working, I'm assuming you're talking about electric, plumbing, things like that.
Yes, correct.
Okay. In the past 5 years, have you made any significant repairs or alterations to the property?
No, I have not.
So the house is still in the, I guess it has the same amenities and roughly the same condition as when you bought it?
Yes.
Okay. And how long have you lived in the property?
Been here for about, I guess, 15 years now.
15 years. And is this your primary residence, or is this a property that you just own and rent it out?
This is my primary residence.
15 years primary residence. Okay, so obviously you said you did receive our postcard. Again, you know, if you're calling me today, you're interested in selling. So are you interested in selling, or are you just looking to maybe get an appraisal for your home?
I mean, I would be interested in selling if the price makes sense.
The price makes sense. Name of the game. It's really good. So what price would make sense for you?
Well, I don't know. You tell me. I mean, on the letter, it said that you guys have a cash offer.
That's correct. We do have, and typically, obviously, we'd like to get more information about the property, specifically the condition of the house. And we cross-reference that information with what the market data in this particular neighborhood gives us, and that's usually how we come up with a fair and intelligent offer. So with that being said, I'd like to ask you some more specific questions about the condition of the house. Could you tell me, has the roof been recently replaced?
No, the roof is, I think the roof is about 15 years. 15 years.
15 years. So pretty much, would you agree that that probably should be replaced at some point?
I mean, it's not leaking. They could probably use some pressure wash. There's some moss on there, but I mean, it's not leaking.
Are we talking a flat roof or peak roof?
We're talking about peak roof.
Peak roof, okay. Okay. What about the condition of the flooring in the property? Is it hardwood or is it carpeted?
It's pretty much carpet and laminate.
Carpet and laminate. So I'm assuming carpet in the livable areas and maybe what, laminate in the kitchen, or?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. What about your plumbing? Typically what we run into is a lot of older homes have older pipes. I'd like to know if your house, you know, is it PVC pipes or is it cast iron pipes?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, as far as I know, the plumbing is fine. I'm not a contractor, so I don't know if it's old pipe or new pipe.
Okay. Not a big issue. As far as your electrical, do you know what your panel is? Is it up to code? How old is the electrical system? I'm assuming it's also the same that came with the house, since you said no changes were made.
Yes, that's correct. I mean, bought it 15 years ago. I haven't done anything to it because it's not broken. There's nothing wrong with the electrical or the plumbing. As far as saying if it's new or old, I don't know. There hasn't been anything wrong with it, so I'm assuming it's fine.
Okay. Well, assumption typically bites us sometimes, but I can understand what you're saying. If you haven't experienced any major issues, we can generally or safely, I guess, assume that your electrical system is fine. So in terms of pricing, well, actually, before I get down to pricing, is there a mortgage on the property that we would have to pay off, assuming we decide to move forward with this?
Yes, there is.
And would you mind telling me what the balance of that mortgage is?
Why does it matter?
Well, essentially, for me to make you a fair and intelligent offer, I need to be able to know what the net number or the net walkaway proceeds would be for you, because it wouldn't make sense for me to give you an offer, and if the balance of your mortgage exceeds that, then there's really nothing in there for you, and I would hate for that to happen, and that's the reason why I'm asking. So, with that being said, is there, what's the balance of that mortgage?
I think we're all about 105,000 on it.
105,000. And in your opinion, in your true and humble opinion, what do you think the house is worth today?
I have no clue.
So you have a 105 mortgage balance. We're not sure about the value of the property. Do you know what the tax assessed value of your property is?
Well, I just wrote a check the other day, and it said my tax assessed value is around 155.
155. Okay, and Khan, let me ask you this question. So you're looking to sell this property. Have you looked to talk to a realtor about this?
No, I have not.
Any particular reason why?
Well, I mean, like, I'm really haven't thought about selling. Just got one of your letter and decided to give you guys a call and see what the offer is and go from there.
You haven't really. So what I'm hearing is seems like aside from price, there's really no other reason why you would sell this home.
Pretty much.
Well, if you did sell it, I mean, what are your plans? Are you planning on moving to another neighborhood, or I know you said in the beginning this was your primary residence, but is this a situation where you're just looking to sell and take the proceeds and buy another home?
If I end up selling the property, I'm going to move somewhere where there's no Corona, where there's Heineken. Probably not planet Earth.
Wow.
I'm thinking.
Planning on taking one of those flights to Mars?
You know what? Possibly. If there's no Corona there, that might be the way to go.
Flights to Mars ain't cheap, so I'm assuming that you want a lot of money for this house.
Well, listen, I'm reasonable. Okay. So if you have an offer, just let me know. I mean, I'll let you know if the price is right or not.
Okay. In terms of, we were talking about the property condition. So overall, it seems to me, based on what you're telling me, that the house doesn't necessarily need a lot of work. Has there been any houses in your neighborhood that have recently sold that you're aware of?
I haven't been looking, so I can't tell you.
Okay. And what would you say, well, if you were to generalize, you've lived in this house for 15 years, and I come across this a lot of times. But what would you say if we were to come in there and make updates to the house? Say your kitchen, replace the countertops, replace the cabinetry, replace the flooring in your home, paint, just general updates that are required to put a house on the market. Where would you think the cost of those repairs would be?
I'm not a contractor, so I can't tell you. I wouldn't know.
I can understand that. Usually these numbers are kind of tough to get specific on, but what would you say? Would you say anywhere from 5 to 10, 10 to 15, or 15 to 20 or above? What do you think?
I'm thinking I honestly can't see it being more than 15,000.
So no more than 15,000. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Typically, when I run into these and I get these numbers, if you've made any repairs on anything, it's always good to have a buffer in there. So 15, we're probably thinking maybe 15 to 20.
Okay.
All right. Well, with all that being said, obviously, like I said, you received our postcard, so you're definitely in a prime neighborhood that we're interested in, and this does sound like something we would definitely want to move forward with. And you did mention, price is the number one reason for you. If you can get the right price, you'd be willing to sell. And I know you said you're not entirely sure and you want an offer, but realistically speaking, where do we need to be? Because I do want to work with you, and I'd like to know where what's the number that will work for you?
Like I said, I don't know. Just make me an offer on it, and if the price is if the price works, I'll I'll let you know. If it doesn't, I'll let you know either way. But just make me an offer on it.
Okay. So, and keeping in mind that you have 105 balance on the property, would you be willing to work with us if we can come in anywhere between 115 and 120?
That's how much I'm gonna walk away with?
Negative, sir. 115, 120 would be the gross amount, and so you would obviously have to have your mortgage paid out of that, and the proceeds from that would be what you'd walk away with.
So how much am I walking away with? I'm sorry, I'm not good with math.
Okay, that's not an issue. We can go through the math real quick. Let me just pull up my calculator because I'm not that good at math either. So if we were to come in at 115, obviously you'd walk away with 10.
So now is that your offer?
Well, that's the ballpark where we're looking. We're looking at what between 115 and 120. Just wanted to know if that would be something that would work for you.
Yeah, I think that's probably a little bit low. But let me think about it, and then I'll get back to you on it. Okay.
So you want to think about it? Okay. So what exactly is it that you want to think about? Is it me? Is it the price, or is it the process? What specifically? I'm sure, what other questions can I answer for you to appease you and get us going on this? Because like I said, we're definitely interested in moving forward with this, but we have to come to an agreement.
It's probably the price. It's a little too low.
The price. And what do you and I can definitely respect that and understand you believe the price is too low, but what are you basing that information off of?
I just need a little bit more. If I'm gonna move, I need a little bit more. I need a little bit more money than $10,000 to move. And also too is I've seen there's other property that is just sold in my area, just a few blocks down for way more than that. So I'm not gonna give my property away.
So what did that property down the street sell for? And do you know the condition in which it was before it sold?
I think it sold for like 2 something. As far as conditions, I'm not exactly sure, but I think that I can get a lot more for my property than 115.
And would you say the house that's sold is reasonably within the same specs as yours, same, a 3.2, same square footage, or maybe plus or minus 100 square feet?
Pretty much. I'm just not sure if they've done any updates or not, but bedroom and bathroom, yes.
So you're not sure if they did any updates?
Correct.
Okay, I could definitely understand that. Well, so as investors looking to purchase these properties, we typically purchase them for all cash, and you would not incur any commission or closing costs, and we'd be able to close significantly quickly, depending on what your timeline is on wanting to close on this property. So we strongly believe that being at 115, 120 is really, a good number based on the market data that we have about your neighborhood. Would you disagree, or what are your thoughts about us coming in all cash? Obviously you pay no commissions, we close quickly. With that being said,
what's the lowest you would take for your property?
Yeah, I mean, I can't see myself going any lower, you know, since you guys, I don't have to pay any commissions or closing costs. I can't see myself going any lower than 170. Like, and I think 170 is fair.
Fair. It's a little tough for us to get to 170, and I would say if we could be, so you can't go any lower than 170. I mean, obviously we can't go any higher than, I would say 120. I mean, could you meet us? Could you meet us in the middle somewhere?
In the middle. So what are we talking about?
If we were willing to come up to say 130, would you be able to do a deal with us?
No, that's too low. Yeah, no, that's too low. That's like giving my property away. I'm not going to give my property away.
Well, giving your property away, I don't think this is giving your property away. I just don't think 130 is unfair. So what makes you think 130 is unfair?
Well, like I said, you know, the property down the street sold for 2 something, you know. I can't sell for 130. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's almost $100,000 loss.
Well, and you said you weren't particularly sure about what updates were made to that property. However, you know, you did say that it is similar specs in terms of sizing and rooms and bathrooms, correct?
That's correct. So listen, I mean, if you can make if you can make the 170 work, call me back, okay? If not, then just don't.
Okay, I can definitely understand that. So what I'm going to do, Khang, is I'm going to take this information back to my partners, and we're going to look into this and see if we can get anywhere close to that.
Okay.
However, like I said, you know, the number where we're at is the number that we believe investors are paying for properties in your neighborhood in similar condition. However, being that we're so close, I'd like to be able to come down and take a look at the property.
Okay.
You know,
yeah, that's fine.
We spoke on the, you know, we're talking on the phone, and you know, you're telling me this is the condition, and I think for me being able to come down there and take a look,
got it.
That would definitely validate.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. So yes. So TJ, let me help you out with this negotiating quick, man, because we're running out of time, dude. I got some other stuff that I got to do. So, dude, this is how you negotiate, dude. When it comes to something like this, that's getting down to the negotiating time. Let me help you, bro. Here's what you do, dude. Okay, I need you to break up your negotiating question a little bit more, right? So, which means, hey, we pay all the closing costs, all the fees, all of that, no commissions. What's the best, right? It's 170. Is that the lowest you go? Now, right? So break up your negotiating question, bro. You kind of wrap it all in one. So here's the next time I'm going to help you. So let's switch role really quick. Let's switch role, okay? So you're going to be okay. So TJ, right? Is that your name, TJ, right?
Yep.
Dude, we're running out of time. Okay, so TJ, you mentioned to me that the property down the street sold for 2 something. So 2 something, like, could you give me more? Like, is it 215, 210? Like, what are we talking about?
If I remember correctly, it sold for 225.
Gotcha. Okay, so 225. Okay, so TJ, let me do a little quick math with you really quick here. Now, are you familiar with all the closing costs and all the fees that you would have to pay if you were to list your property with an agent? Are you familiar with that?
I'm not too familiar.
You're not too familiar. Okay, no problem, and I completely understand that, because I think most of the time homeowner doesn't know the cost, because obviously you don't do this on a daily basis. But let me share with you exactly what all the closing costs and all the fees inquire for that person to actually sell their property. So typically, so if I take 225, you know, I don't know how long that property's on the market for. They got to pay, you know, they got to continue paying their mortgage, you know, utilities and all of that. So I'm not even taking that into consideration. But if you take 225 minus the realtor commission, so realtor commission is probably between 5 to 6%. If I go 225 minus 6%, so that brings us down to like 211. Okay, and there's also closing costs and fees you would have to pay, excise tax and transfer tax and title insurance and all of that. So typically altogether, TJ, I think it's around 13 to about 13 to 15%. So even if I take 13%, so if I take 225 minus 13%, so that puts you down at 195. You know.
Wow.
So that's
a lot.
Yeah. See, the thing is, a lot of time homeowner doesn't understand, or they're aware of what all the closing costs and all the fees is, and it costs to actually sell their property. And the thing is, listen, TJ, we want to make this to make sense for you, it makes sense for us. I understand that you're not looking to give your property away. I don't expect you to give your property away, but I hope that you can understand, TJ, as an investor, we do want to make some kind of a gain when we buy. But listen, you know, in exchange, we're willing to provide you with a hassle-free sale, which means, you know, there's no realtor closing costs you have to pay. You don't have to wait for 30, 60, 90 days on the market for your property to sell. And obviously, we take care of all your closing costs and all the fees, right? You know, even the excise tax. And now, listen, TJ, I don't know how soon you want to sell the property. If you're not in a rush and if you're looking to get top dollar, maybe you should hang on to it and, you know, possibly list it with an agent. Because I'm telling you, in this market right now, not a whole lot of people are buying the property with the whole coronavirus going around right now, and I'm sure that you can understand where the market is going and kind of where it's at. So you know,
I spoke to my cousin, and I think he tried to sell his property, and it was on the market for a long time. I'm definitely not interested in having my property still on the market for a long time.
Yeah, see.
I'm not interested in having people come in and out of my property. I've got a lot going on with family right now, so that, you know.
Yeah,
for me.
Yeah, no, gotcha. See, that's the kind of thing that I'm saying, TJ, with being how it is and what the market is doing right now. You know, as an investors, you know, we're got to be very careful with what we're buying. You know, obviously our goal is to see, you know, to make a profit on the property. But, you know, I'm telling you, sometimes we win and sometimes we lose. Sometimes there's property where we buy and we end up having to keep it as long-term rentals, and we have to take a loss on it. But that's just, you know, that's just part of business. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But the thing I can reassure you is that, you know, we will provide you with a hassle-free sale. You know, there won't be, you know, we can close on the property fairly quickly. We can work with you on the time frame as far as in closing on it. And there's no, you know, tons of showing that you have to worry about. Now, with it,
I've been mentally preparing myself. I would say no more than a month.
Okay, so you're basically looking to close within the next 30 days or sooner. Is that what it is?
Yeah, within a month would be good.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, TJ, with everything that we just talked about and I just share with you, I mean, could you see yourself going any lower than 170?
Honestly, you know, the best I could probably do at this point, you know, even with everything you just told me, I would say, but, you know, take 10 off the top, you know, and I'd be at 160. I don't think anything lower than that would really, you know.
160. Yeah. I don't know if that. I don't know if that 160 is going to work for us. I mean,
the property is in okay condition. You know, it hasn't really been much. You know, I keep my property clean. You know.
I understand. Right, I understand. I think that just 160, it'll just put us. It'll probably be too high, TJ. It'll probably put us in a really tight spot. I don't think we're gonna come out. I don't think that we're gonna come out on the 160. because obviously, you know, we obviously got to pay. So what it is here's how it works. So we offer to pay for all your closing costs when we buy. And then after we fix the property up or do whatever we need to do to the property, we have to list it with an agent. We end up with a whole new set of closing costs. So it does cost us between 15 to 20% after everything's said and done. So as you can see at the 160, it's just not going to make sense for us. I mean, what you do?
Where do you need to be? What's your offer?
Well, I don't know if I can get this approved or not, but I'm thinking we're at like maybe 130. Do you think you'd be able to make that work with us taking care of all the closing costs and all the fees for you? So that's 130. Let me see. So you owe 105. So we take 30. So you walk away with $25,000 net to you in your pocket after everything's said and done. Not a penny less, TJ. Would that work for you?
If we could get me 30 net, I walk away.
30 net to you.
Correct.
So that will put us at what? Okay, so 105, 30. So that will put us at 135. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So TJ, I want to make sure we're on the same page here. So if I can get the purchase price approved at 135, we pay all the closing costs, all the fees. That gives you a $30,000 net walk away to you. You all ready to get the paperwork done and sell your property. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
I've been mentally prepared for this. You know, just a month. If I can get 30 in my pocket, we're good.
Okay, sounds good. Hey TJ, thanks a lot for the role play. Hope it adds some value to you, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yep. Ciao, bro. So that's it, you guys. Honestly, we don't have any more time, but a lot of time when it comes down to negotiating, you guys got to start doing a little math with the seller. You got to get a little creative. Okay. You got to get a little creative, walk them through commissions, closing costs, all the fees. We buy the property, we have to fix the property, have to relist the property, you know, all the closing costs over again, and blah, 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 right? To get the seller to come off on their price. And a lot of times you can make it work, right? If you don't, it's just say, hey, you know what, maybe at this time, it's just not going to work for us. You know, maybe we, you know, I can go ahead and send this over to our team, have them do the research. I'll call you back, you know, and then I'll call you back if our number change, and then you plant the seed. If the number ever change on your end, you know, feel free to call us back. So anyways, you guys, I'm running out of time. I hope that this video added a lot of value to your life and to your business. So I'm going to wrap this up really quick. Overall, what do you guys think about that call? So drop it in a comment really quick. I think overall TJ did, I think he did pretty good. I think he just need to work on his negotiating a little bit toward the end. I wouldn't make the offer on the first call. I understand that he wants to probably tweak this up a little bit and want to go into that. But I wouldn't make the offer. I would have just say, okay, you want to get an offer, and then just set the employment and call back negotiates. But TJ, you need to work on your negotiating a little bit, man. Toward the end there, to get the seller to come off on price. I like how you did the, hey, Khang, I understand you want to think about it. So what it is that you want to think about? Is it me, process, or is it like the price that you're concerning is too low? So I would do, man, also to TJ, here's something that I would do. Right when the seller said, yeah, you know what, that's not going to work. So I would have come in and say something like this, like straight up, and say, hey, so Khang, so you said 115 won't work for you. So let me ask you, what will work for you? That's what I would have done, right? Right when you say that, that's something I would have done. So what will work for you? And then TJ, you want to start talking to them about the walkaway number, not the purchase price. Talk about the walkaway. That will be 5,000, 10,000 in your pocket, not a penny less. We take care of all the fees and all the costs. But overall, I would give this call right around 6.5, possibly push into a 7. But overall, I think this is one of the good calls for today. So if you guys need to learn, maybe you go and rewatch the call. For those of you who don't want to, who say, Khang, give it to me, then check out my King Khang script. Those of you who's ready to make the investment, pay for it instead of trying to put your time together and trying to come up with one. It's really up to you. The King Khang script, link is in the description. I do want to tell you, it's probably one of the best investment that you ever made into yourself and into your business. Because I'll show you how to talk, how to negotiate, most importantly, how to lock that deal up on a contract all over the phone. And also too, for those of you, this is not for everyone, but it might be exactly what you're looking for. I am running another 2K web class happening on April 18th. That's on a Saturday, April 18th, exclusively for 20 people that wants to spend a whole entire day with me, where I'm going to help you come up with a game plan and be your G, the P, the S to help you take you from where you are, boom, to where you need it to be. All my course, all my program is included for free in the 2K web class. It does cost some money. If you want to sign up, shoot an email over to wholesale2millions@gmail.com. Those of you who probably already know the price, if you want to take it on with me, I'll spend a whole entire day with you. I'll help you come up with a game plan, an action plan, to help you to basically give you that confidence, letting you know this is what you need to do, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so you're not lost, confused, overwhelmed, like you don't know which direction to go, you don't know where to put your money into marketing, you don't know, like I will help you from A to Z-bo, right, to give you that GPS, that clear action plan, the blueprint, so you can walk away with and start executing and start closing some deals instead of spending the next 3 months, 6 months trying to putting the puzzle together. I'm going to help you unsolve the puzzle so you can start closing deals instead of wasting time trying to figure this out. And this is really for those that say, Khang, I'm ready to pay the price to make the investment instead of wasting the next 30 days, 60 days, the next 6 months, just trying to figure this out all on my own, man. I'm ready to spend that day with you. I'm going to spend a day with you. It's a web class, so it'll be like this. You get to ask me questions. My goal for that day is to give you everything you came for and everything you pay for and everything that you need to walk away with. And I know some of you asked me, so Khang, how long is the class? The class will last as long as everyone walk away, getting everything they need and wanted and came for. So I hope that makes sense. So until you get what you need and came for, we won't get off the web class. It's kind of a whole entire day event. All right, I'll be able to unlock. So anything that you feel like it's holding you back that you don't have an answer to, I got you covered on that day. I will have all the missing linked to your puzzle. And I want to help you, man. Take your game to the next level. But I can't help you if you don't want to help yourself, man, because nothing is, like I said, man, everybody's time is valuable, right? If you want to spend the time, if you want to get all the knowledge and info handed to you, you got to pay the price. If you have the time to go and hunt it down and search it yourself, you can do that too, right? But time is money. Anyway, so I'm going to take a couple questions, and then we're going to call this a wrap and be done with today. And thank you so much, you guys, for all the love, all the support. Listen, you don't have to pay for the two. You don't have to. I'm not telling you to pay. This is only for those that said, Khang, I need this. This is exactly what I've been searching for. You don't have to. You don't have to invest. You don't have to make the investment. You don't have to pay me. You don't have to. It's not for everyone. Because I know some of you are like, oh, Khang, you're trying to sell. No, I'm not trying to sell. I'm trying to let those that needs this know that I'm doing this. Because if I don't let you know, how would you know that I even do it, man? So any questions? Any question before we get off? Oh, man. So, okay. So it'll be an hour and a half. Holy smokes, man. But I'm telling you guys, talking and negotiating with the seller is extremely important. If you don't know what you're doing, you're gonna lose out on a lot of potential deals. Robin, I've never been able to listen live even today. I've only has been last couple of minutes, but it is live. Robin Hunt, it is live. We are still live as can be. Also, oh yeah, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, hit me up on IG, go to Khang, KHANG, like a period, WTM. I guess nobody has any questions. Going once, going twice. Boom. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Take care. Wash your hands, sanitize, 6 feet away from everyone else. Until next time, take care and Ciao. Peace.